Right now on Localish LA, we're taking you inside Southern California's newest landmark.
This is the stadium.
We have your VIP all-access tour of SoFi Stadium, home of the Los Angeles Rams.
It's the most spectacular stadium and venue I've ever seen in my life.
Plus, players reveal their SoCal secrets.
I have a pool, luckily, so I've been swimming a little bit.
And find out what supermodel Rashumba Williams is up to.
Nothing goes better with fashion than football.
Localish LA Rams Edition is sponsored by Spectrum.
Hello there and welcome to a very special edition of Localish LA. It's the Rams edition from the brand new SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. This place is amazing and it is the centerpiece of a 300-acre development of restaurants, retail, nightlife. It is all going to be taking place around this stadium. Let me tell you, this place will host the Olympics. It'll host the 2022 Super Bowl. And of course, it's the home of the Los Angeles Rams. Enough of me talking about it though. Why don't we get a special VIP tour inside from Los Angeles Rams COO Kevin Demoff. Come on.
This is the first NFL stadium ever built in Los Angeles and over 100 years of football being played in Southern California. So I think when you think about all the stops and starts and different stadium projects that Los Angeles has entertained, Sunday night, September 13th, hosting the Dallas Cowboys will be the debut of what people in Los Angeles have waited decades for.
I mean, it's not a bad place to call home, is it?
It's a great place to call home. It's one we've been waiting a long time. Our fans have long clamored for a building of their own. When the Rams moved here in 1946, you had the Coliseum, which had already been built. They then moved to Anaheim Stadium, which had been built for the Angels. This is the first stadium built for Rams fans and designed for Rams fans that they can take pride in.
How many people can be here and enjoy the stadium?
So the capacity is 70,270 fixed seats, but you can see over here we have platforms that really can seat up to 100,000 people in this venue for a major event like a WrestleMania, like the Olympics, opening and closing ceremonies, some of those events.
Let's talk about this big, beautiful TV LED baby in the middle.
This is the largest video board in the world for sports. So 70,000 square feet, double-sided inside and outside. 4K 8mm technology by Samsung, better than anything you can buy in your home. And it's right here at eye level, right? So you're at level 8, you can see it over the field, distributed sound underneath. This is a great viewing experience for the fans. So you can come here early, watch on the inside. You can have different programming inside and outside, but this was really designed so that the people up high, the people up low, everybody has a unique
Everyone gets a view
without having to strain your neck.
Why is the relationship between the Rams and the Rams fans so unique and so special?
Well, I think it starts with generations of Rams fans. You know, this team was the first professional sports team in Los Angeles. Before the Dodgers, before the Lakers, the Rams were the first team to move to Los Angeles and set up roots. And I think that has so much pride. You see that lineage of Rams fans being passed down. And I think that's what's so special when you talk about this stadium. When that grandfather or grandmother walks in here with their kids and say they've dreamed of this moment of the Rams Stadium coming together for their own, I think that's going to be a point that's going to bring a tears to a lot of eyes, certainly mine.
We'll have more of our tour in a little bit, including a look inside the brand new Los Angeles Rams locker room. And speaking of the Rams, why don't we spend a bit of time now getting to know one of them?
Hey, what's up? It's John Johnson, safety for the LA Rams. During quarantine, some of my favorite places in Los Angeles. I've actually just recently found this spot up in Silmar. I'm gonna go up there, pray for him. The hike is unbelievable. It's so uphill, it's real steep. It's not for beginners. If you just want an easy, breezy hike, do not do it. I have a pool, luckily, so I've been swimming a little bit. So I've been just trying to stay active. I even got some tennis rackets, play a little tennis. Like I said, it's LA. Like there's something you can do, quarantine or not. Yeah, when it was like quarantine, when I ordered a lot of breakfast foods. There's a spot by my house. I live in the valley, so it's called Joe's Cafe. It's probably like the best brunch spot in like everywhere north of LA. So, and that's one of my downfalls. I used to eat like Chick-fil-A all the time, Taco Bell. Like I'm like I can't be doing that if I want to be the best version of myself. So when it's finally safe to go out, I think I'll probably go to Six Flags first as soon as it opens. The thing that I'm looking forward to most is just getting back out there on the field. Last year I missed 10 games, so I just missed like the brotherhood and like contributing to something more than myself. I'm glad we're moving forward now. It's a big year for me. I just want to contribute to something bigger. Like I like being a team player, you know, so that's the biggest thing I'm looking forward to.
We'll have more with the team later on. But you know, the Los Angeles Rams, they're more than just a football team. The Rams have teamed up with ABC7 and have really become an important part of the Southern California community.
To use the power of football to unite communities, to bring people together, to remove divides. It's such a unique thing that we get to do.
Face forward, face forward. Toes on the white line, toes on the white line.
You know, I think professional sports, it has the ability to really unite so many people. We call it the great unifier, right?
We use the power of sports and even our players to provide hope where it doesn't exist and maintain it where it does. We had an opportunity to host a virtual character chat where we had over 100 young adults from 6 different youth correctional facilities attend, and opportunities to help mentor some of these youth that are preparing to reintegrate themselves into society.
I have the mindset that there's always more to accomplish. You know, you're never fully at the level that you want to be at.
One of the things that I think all of us have really loved is we adopted a youth football program in Watts. They were formerly called the Watts Bears. They're now called the Watts Rams as of last year, and they're about 100 youth, and they're coached by LAPD officers. So these officers are really, you know, bridging the gap between communities of color and police.
I mean, we are tearing down so many negative stereotypes about this neighborhood that guys just don't see.
During this pandemic as well, we hosted a Chalk Talk where we had 220 registered coaches in over 120 different schools throughout Southern California that all gathered together on a Zoom webinar and had an opportunity to ask Head Coach Sean McVay questions as he talked about his philosophy and his experience. But we also want to know that it's bigger than sports as well. It's through the power of sports, but we're here to inspire and promote change and unite Los Angeles every single day.
Still ahead on Localish LA, the Rams make history. Meet the NFL's first male cheerleaders.
If I can get them to smile and watch me the entire time, then I've done my job.
And later, Rams coach Sean McVay is ready for opening day at SoFi Stadium.
It's so magnificent where every place that you're in on any level, it makes you feel like a VIP.
Be sure to check out the new Localish TV network over the air on Channel 7.2 and on these cable channels.
Welcome back to this special LA Rams edition of Localish LA. Here at the brand new SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, we have made it down onto the sidelines, and this is where you will find the Rams cheerleaders on game day. Now, I recently caught up with 2 of them. They are, in fact, the first male cheerleaders in the NFL.
Being a cheerleader, your job is to get the crowd engaged. And if I can get that one fan who's not really feeling it, who's maybe they're the away team, you know what I mean? They have on like another jersey. If I can get them to smile and watch me the entire time, then I've done my job.
The journey with the Rams this far has been an amazing roller coaster. The bonds, the family, the organization, down to everyone in the office, to the team, to the cheerleaders, and especially our fans. It's truly a diverse group of family, and I'm very blessed, humbled, and very lucky to have landed this opportunity with the Rams.
Cheer is family. Cheer is a team. So just having that family is everything. I wasn't expecting all of the praise and all of these doors to open. To be honest, I just wanted to dance with my friends. Them accepting me as one of the first male cheerleaders, that's the first step. but they've given me a lot of opportunities to speak at certain things that I normally wouldn't get. I didn't have the platform before, but now that I have this platform, they're allowing me to do things and try to impact the community as much as possible.
I have the best friends and family. They have been rooting me on the entire process, especially my Disney family. My cast were so close. Oh my gosh, especially my dad, because he's an old school original Rams fan. So to hear the excitement in his voice, especially with a team that he's been with for so long, was pretty much like icing on the cake. So
I didn't think this was ever going to happen for me, ever, to be honest. But now that I'm living in it, I just want to make sure that the next little boy or little girl who wants to, even whoever has that little inkling of, I want to try it out a little bit, go right ahead and dive in head first.
Up next on Localish LA, we're heading to the locker room.
It does feel very sort of modern and kind of spa-like.
Plus, another Rams player spills his SoCal secrets.
A lot of people don't know this, but I was a guest judge on the show Nailed It, which is kind of a cooking show.
And Rashumba, what are you up to?
Welcome back to this special LA Rams edition of Localish LA. And Kevin, we have made it to the locker room.
Welcome, the home of where it happens, right?
It is stunning.
So the most unique design feature of this locker room is the horn. So if you see the whole curve when you walk in, and then up in the ceiling, there's a lighted design elements that are in the shape of a horn. And then the central gathering place of this locker room is right here. And so offense here, defense on this side. And
this is where it happens.
Yeah, this is the central part of the locker room.
There seems to be a lot of locker space in here, more than I would think there are players.
There are more lockers than players in here.
Why is that?
65 lockers, we have 53 players, but if you include a 12-person practice squad, that means everybody in the team has a locker. Back here, you'll have your whirlpools.
Oh, wow, really?
You want to jump in before the game or after the game. Building stadiums is just like building a house, right?
So, Kevin, where are we now? Because I feel like I'm in some exotic shopping mall in Dubai or Singapore.
You are on the East Patio Club. So if you look up there, that is ground level.
So I'm still underground?
You're still underground, about 30 feet. And this is our patio club. So this is our main club space on each side of the building. Completely outdoors, so at halftime, if you want to come out, grab a beer, grab a taco, refresh, you feel like you're walking outside the stadium. This is just like going anywhere, you know, in West Hollywood, Manhattan Beach, downtown, and being on a rooftop patio in a secret garden area.
Great. Where are we off to next?
Should we go out the tunnel and see what it'll look like, players to come out on game day? But we really wanted an entrance during the game at halftime that could get in and out of the locker room quickly. And so this is kind of our secret tunnel back into right behind our bench. Okay. You walk right out, you walk in that curve, and here you come out and you walk into the field.
I literally got goosebumps walking out and seeing this.
Well, that's the goal.
Mike, check it out. Goosebumps. Look at this place.
Well, we spent the last 3.5 years building, and we start to see it come to life from the vantage point of a player walking out of the locker room and just seeing the size and scope of this building and what it can become.
Holy cow. This is the stadium.
The one thing we haven't had in Los Angeles, when you just think about, we have many great buildings, theaters, museums, but we just don't have a modern stadium to host those kind of events. And now we do, and it is one that is, you know, hopefully the crown jewel of the world.
It's time to get to know another Los Angeles Rams team member and find out what he loves about Los Angeles.
Yeah, I grew up just north of Seattle, kind of in the suburbs there, and there's no shortage of natural beauty and hiking trails and lakes and streams, and much is the same down here, except the weather's way better. During the quarantine, that has been our saving grace, to get outside and go on some socially distant walks. I live in the Thousand Oaks area, so we have wildwood trails close to my house. Also, the Santa Monica Mountains are full of great, vistas and places to see, despite being inside all day. During the quarantine, so we're kind of holed up at our house, but I do really enjoy being in the kitchen, cooking meals for my family, something that they love, something that's nutritious, brings me a lot of joy. A lot of people don't know this, but I was a guest judge on the show Nailed It, which is kind of a cooking show. Having this quarantine and doing what we can to pass the time and spice things up in the kitchen was fun. Some of the things that are down here that now I'm jonesing to get back into is eating a nice meal in Malibu, somewhere a little pinky up is always nice. Here in Thousand Oaks, there's a little Mexican market, and they sell food out of it as well. But it's called Establos. It's incredible, so good. Topper's Pizza in Ventura County. Really enjoy their pizza. It's delicious. Joy Cafe has probably been one of the places that we get delivered to our house the most, just because my wife, is gluten-free, so everything on the menu she can have, and it's all delicious. And they have a mean iced coffee that is unbelievable with a coconut whipped cream on top. And then, I can't wait to take my son to Disneyland. Actually, once that's kind of up and running, we're gonna get down there and take my son for his first visit.
Okay, Rams fans, we want to see your Rams pride. Share your favorite Rams photos with us. Have you taken a photo with a player? Do you have a massive Rams memorabilia collection? Do you dress your kids up, just for the fun of it? Go to abc7.com/Rams and submit your photos. We'll be sharing our favorites on the air and on our social media accounts. Speaking of dressing up, let's have a little fun now, shall we? Let's get the expert's opinion on the brand new Rams uniforms. And who better than supermodel, on the red carpet, fashion expert extraordinaire, my girl, Rashumba Williams.
Thanks, Carl. I'm so excited to finally be talking fashion again. And nothing goes better with fashion than football. The Rams revealed their new outfits, or I guess you can call them uniforms, and I absolutely love them. Let's start with the official colors. Rams royal and soul with accents of sunset and orange. So totally Southern California, right? Now let's talk style. The fit. Perfectly tailored to sculpt and enhance all of the body. Yes, please. And my favorite part, the accessories. I love the design on the helmet. I'm gonna call this new look a Toto touchdown.
Oh, Rashumba. Up next, Coach McVay has a few SoCal secrets.
I love getting a good sweat, good little lather going, and feeling like you actually earned your glass of wine later on in the night.
Get more Localish LA anytime at abc7.com/Localish and follow Localish on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube.
This is the first stadium built for Rams fans and designed for Rams fans that they can take pride in.
And I know for the whole Los Angeles Rams organization, from the management down to the players to the cheerleaders, it's more than just the game of football, isn't it?
It's really about bringing Los Angeles together, and I think that's what's so unique about this stadium. When we talk about everything from the job growth in Inglewood to the impact that we've had on this community, to expanding our roots throughout the entire Southern California basin, to bringing people together through the power of Rams football, inspiring Angelinos to be their best. This is the heart of what we do. It's what gets people excited. But the other 350 days a year outside of our game day are where we can shine as an organization.
How many, roughly, construction people have been involved in this project so far?
So over 12,000 people have come onto this job site since we broke ground in October of 2016.
It's really given a great boost to the economy and jobs for people here, right?
It's been unbelievable. Over $100 million spent on women and minority-owned businesses local to Inglewood. A third of the workers on this project have come from Inglewood or the 2 surrounding zip codes, which is part of our agreement with the city when we built the stadium, which is 100% privately financed. So this has been an unbelievable job opportunity. It will be for years to come as we look at 3,000 game day jobs coming on site, 1 million square feet of office being built here, 18 to 20 restaurants, 500,000 square feet of retail, a 300-room hotel, a 6,000-seat music venue, all jobs right here in the heart of Inglewood.
So how far up from the field are we roughly standing up here on level 8?
The stadium is sunk 100 feet into the ground, and it's about a 50-foot walk from the entry level on level 6. So you're probably about 150 to 175 feet above the field right here. But you're right on top of the action, very vertical, so you're looking, these are great sight lines, and as a football fan, being high and in the corner is my favorite place to watch a game.
Because you've got the whole perspective of the field.
The whole perspective, you see the plays develop. So right here is where if I could choose any place to watch a game, I do it from right here.
I'll meet you here first game.
Perfect. If there are fans allowed in the building, you and I will be standing right here.
Done.
Hey, I'm Sean McVay, head coach of the Los Angeles Rams, and this is how I live like a local. So during the pandemic, had a lot more free time than normal. I've been able to work out a lot more. Fortunately, living out in LA, you get hiking. The West Ridge Trail is literally just right up the street from us. And it's like in Mulholland, you know, right in between Encino and Bel Air. And so me and my fiance, and we take our pit bull. If she has enough energy, usually it gets so hot, she's sitting down looking at us like, hey, you got to take me back home. But, you know, just being able to just get out in our neighborhood in the streets, and there's always good stuff to see. But when the weather's nice, I love getting a good sweat, good little lather going, and feeling like you actually earned your glass of wine later on in the night. My fiance is a great cook, and then we've ordered a lot of takeout. You know, my guy Tony LaPena is with the H-Wood group, so we've had Nice Guy, Delilah's, he does Slab. You know, those have been some ones. My fiance loves Giorgio Baldi in Santa Monica, so we've had that a handful of times as well, and you can't go wrong with Craig. So all the same spots that we love going to are the ones that fortunately are still enabling us to be able to take out from. The more you can take out and at least keep them going and try to contribute in some form or fashion, because we'll come out of this thing, you just don't know when. It's the most spectacular stadium and venue I've ever seen in my life. And then when you get in there and you take a tour of the whole stadium, and I've never been in such an intimate venue that is so magnificent, where every place that you're in on any level, it makes you feel like a VIP. And then you see this Oculus and what that's going to be like, I can only imagine. And, you know, when we're playing a game, you know, you want to look up and see what's going on the replay board, but everything about it's incredible. I think the best thing that I've gotten out of this is you've been more still, more present, and this is the epitome of, hey, just stay in the moment, enjoy the day, trying to minimize the reasons that this gets spread so easily, and hopefully we'll get a hold of this thing.
Thank you for watching. That's going to do it for this Localish LA special Rams edition. Cannot wait to see you all down here in person at the new Sofi Stadium.
Don't miss an all-new episode of Localish LA on Sunday at 6:30 on ABC7. Or click on the subscribe button and watch Localish LA anytime.